Hey everyone, Stephanie here, coffee drinker, book lover, and reviewer of many things. And today I'm drinking water. We are later in the day. Gotta stay hydrated. I try to drink at least one of these big cups a day. Coffee is my go-to drink, or lately I've been really into root beer. No. I am here because I wanted to share an event that I went to. That I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I thought these were only, like, a Christmas time thing, but here I am before fall starts. I went to an event called a Sip and Swap, which sounds really funny, maybe a little bad if you have a dirty mind, but, it's a book exchange type thing. So you go the event that I went to was called or was at a place called Wild Wildflyer? Hold on. Gotta look it up. Okay. Wildflyer Mead and Beer Company. Um, it was next to a honey farm. So the place that I went to was kind of in the middle of nowhere to um but the building was really cute. Like whenever I was driving, I was like, is my Maps app messing up? Like, what is going on? I mean, like, on this dirt path. Um, but then the building shows up and it has a big sign and it's cute. I'll post pictures here as I talk about it. I loved the atmosphere of the place. Okay, we gotta back up. I am an introvert. I am an introvert. It takes a lot out of me to go people. So like I went to this event at least 3 days ago, and I just needed to decompress before I peopled again. And that included making this video. Uh, so they have drinks and the lighting is really cool. It kind of looked like they had like these hanging lights and it sort of reminded me of like falling stars and it was really cute. And they use a lot of the like okay, so if you know what a bee box looks like, their bar area looks like it's made of the lids of the bee boxes or like old fence. And the area that we were in was so cute. It was decorated book themed. Okay, because it was a book event. And when you first walked in, there was a table to your right. Like you're right. And you were supposed to bring a book. So I put my book down. I took The Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Um which I kept the copy I bought and gave them the one that was used. Lightly used. But to the left, there was like a little couch area, like a love seat, and I loved the wallpaper was like dark and there were like birds on it and it kind of gave me like a gothic feel. And it was next to a wooden barn door that slid. It was just so pretty. And then there was a mimosa station and there was strawberry mimosas set up for us. And then the seating area were tables lined with felt, not felt, velvet. Don't worry, I know my materials. And had cute little plates and like the place settings were very pretty. And then there was um a little area that you could pick out the food that they had food set up for us. Um, oh, and then there was a station to make your own bookmarks, and I made my own bookmarks. So I chose there was, like, paper. So this was the paper that I chose, and on the other side, it was white, and then I decorated it. And I'm gonna laminate these and put, um, ribbon so I can use them as bookmarks. And I talked to people about books, and me and this one guy, we got into a talk. He was talking the books that he brought were, like I read them in, like, high school. Well, one I read 2 of them in high school, I believe, and, there was a younger than me lady, and she was like, "Yeah, no, we didn't read those in school." And he was like, "That is so weird because I read this and this and this and whenever I was in high school." And I was like, "Yeah, see, I didn't read those." And we had this nice conversation about it's like that's one of the reasons why the generations are separated because each generation there's more rules or structures on what books are allowed in school, which not all bad. Not all bad. Um, but at the same time, some of those books should be okay for high schoolers to talk about. Since you're training the high schoolers to be adults. So they need to know how to cope with different situations. Now, I read To Kill a Mockingbird when I was 9. I'm not 100% sure if 9 was okay for that. Or I don't think 9-year-olds of today would mentally be okay for that, if that makes sense. Um, yeah, I don't know how else to explain that. Like, we had a nice conversation, and then, at the table that I sat at, I was there first, and these I got up to get my food, and whenever I came back, there were 2 people sitting there, and one of the girls that was it was a I say girl, lady. She was younger than me, but she wasn't too much younger than me. She had the book that I brought, and I ended up having the book that she brought. Hold on, I forgot to grab the book. So I was stuck between 3 books at the, swap section, and, this was one of them. So 2 of the books had been on my reading TBR forever, and this is on my reading TBR. The other one that I was interested in that it's been on my TBR for a long time was The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, I believe is what it's called. I almost picked up that one, and I also saw this other one that had a really cool cover, and I don't remember the name of it, but it had, like, an octopus, and there was blood, and there was a knife, and it looked really cool, and I picked it up to read the back of it, and I was like, "Oh, that's not a book for me." Um, um, it was a spicy book, apparently, and it's like it was in the description on the back that this person was like a maitre domist or something like that, and I was like, "Well, as cool as the cover looks, I don't think I'm gonna read this one." Um, but I got this one, The Housemaid. Um, every day I clean the Winchesters' beautiful house top to bottom. I pick up their daughter from school. I cook a delicious meal for the whole family before heading up to eat alone in my teeny room on the top floor. I try to ignore how Nina makes a mess just to watch me clean it up, how she tells strangers lies about her own daughter, and how her husband, Andrew, seems more broken every day. But as I look into Andrew's handsome brown eyes, a so full of pain, it's hard not to imagine what it would be like to live Nina's life. The walk-in closet, the fancy cars, the perfect husband. I try on one of Nina's pristine white dresses just to see what it would look like. But she soon finds out, and by the time I realize my attic bedroom door only locks from the outside, it's far too late. So, sounds exciting. Um, that's why I picked this one. I've heard people talk about this one too, and I know that it's the first in a trilogy? A series? I don't remember. I'm trying not to get any peeks of the inside of the book because I plan on reading it eventually. So that's it. I just wanted to tell people about the Wild Flyer Mead and Beer Company. Um, it looked like it's really cozy. And the drink was pretty good too. It was a little sour. Like, I'm not a big fan of like the orange juice of like mimosas, but it was pretty good. And I believe I've had some of their wine before. Yes. Okay, so I just was scrolling through their list of beverages, and I've had Revelation. They have a drink called Revelation. It's like a blueberry, blackberry, raspberry mixed together. It's like a wine me type thing. And I tried it at the 4th of July event that happened that I went to. They had a truck. And so that I remember I really liked that. But I'm just not a fan of like mum, I think. So anyway, yeah. Um and find a book swap or a book exchange event because you meet people that are also interested in books and you might find a book that you need to complete your TBR. Complete. That's not a thing. Um That's crazy. Nobody ever finishes their TBR, not if they're real readers. Um, anyway, if you like this kind of video, if you like me talking about places, let me know in the comment section. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Um, Comment, subscribe. I was like, what comes next? Subscribe to this video if you like watching my videos. If you're not sure if you like watching my videos, you can click my face down here. Um, and it'll take you to my channel and you can go check out some other videos to see if you like them. And share this video because someone else might need to know that there are events called book swaps or book exchange events out there. Yeah, because I had I had thought it was just like a wintry type thing for like book clubs. It's not. I've looked into it now and now I'm excited. Okay, that is all I'm going to talk about. I will see you on my next video. Bye.